Good afternoon from Porsche of Ocala. I'm the Porsche Pro over here, and today we're going to be showing you how to get in and open the front trunk so you can jump start your 911 in case it has a dead battery. Now this car does have a full charge battery, so we're going to be skipping some steps. Mainly the one is how to open up the door. God forbid if your fob battery is dead or the car battery is dead. We do already have another video on how to do that, so we're going to go ahead and jump right on in to the driver's side. Now, what you're going to need is either some jumper cables or a jumper box, but either way, a jumper cable is hooked up to another battery or even, in some cases, another car, as well as, of course, the little inside area. So what we're going to do is we're going to come right over here to the driver's side footwell, and you're going to see this little box right over here. You can see there's some little marks right over here, and we're going to pop this open. Just give it a good yank, just like that. Maybe a little more graceful. But what we're going to do is you see this little red pull tab over here, and we're going to give that a gentle pull. Hopefully you can see this because I got to change some angles here. And if you guys see this little pull tab that I'm bringing out, you can see there's some little copper tabs on either side. Now you got to pull it out all the way as far as you can, and you can see it'll just stay right there if you pull it out far enough. If you notice it was recoiling back before, you got to make sure it's pulled out all the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the positive end from our jumper cable or jump box or whatever you wish to use, and of course the negative ground or the negative right over here. Now I'm going to set down the flashlight because we don't need it right now. Obviously positive goes to positive, so we're going to hook that right up over here. Hopefully you can see that on camera, and make sure those little teeth are on the copper strip, which only works if it's horizontal. The ground is going to be hooked up over here on the door hinge, as you see there. Now, like I said, this has a full battery, so I'm going to disconnect the positive. Don't worry about that. And we're going to hook up the ground right over here like that. Right on the door hinge, and make sure it's on that bolt right there. You should hear, sometimes you can hear a little spark if you already hooked up the other side of your jumper cables or jumper box to some form of power. So once that's hooked up there and this one be hooked up over here, now this is where it can become a little different. Sometimes you're going to use the key and just hit the trunk button. In theory, you should hear the trunk pop. Depending on the year of 911, this process can be slightly different. Older 911s, you're going to come down over here and give this the normal button that opens up the trunk, a flick right over here. So it's either key fob or here, once it's hooked up properly. In theory, that should be it. So we're just going to simulate that the trunk opened, and we're going to head over here to the front. Now we're opening up the trunk as normal, and once again, I think by now you guys should know how to open up this area. Now what we're looking for is the positive and negative terminals of the battery. Now very keen, there's going to be something very important. Please do not stop watching at this point. We're going to pop this open just by grabbing our fingers right in there and pulling this puppy out. And we see the positive side and the negative side. Now very important, we're going to hook up positive to positive, but we will not, I repeat, not be hooking up negative to negative. That can damage the car. So I'm going to grab my jumper cable once again. And just repeating, this is still a live car, so we are just simulating everything. I would hook up positive to positive, wherever it can grab, right over there, recommended. And then my negative is going to go over here. And you see this one's labeled. This has a little negative sticker right over here. And this is right on the wiper arm motor. So I would hook up the ground to that. Some 911s are not labeled. Then you'd be able to jump the car as needed, of course. If you have any questions on this process, I do recommend calling your local Porsche dealership or maybe having a tow truck come and pick up the car. This is very easy mechanically, but if you are uncomfortable with this process, please have it done professionally. If you do have any other questions, please feel free. And once again, any video suggestions, I think this is my face reveal on these videos, so hopefully we'll be uploading a little bit more. Thank you very much. Have a great day.